couples coaching. When it comes to couples coaching, I assist you in bringing more courage, clarity, and a refusal to settle within your relationships' ups and downs. That's powerful. Hi, I'm Coach Chrissy, and I'm committed to the kind of transformative couples coaching that's meant to challenge and empower couples into their best union. So today's couples coaching is just a short teaser that honours the couple's progress and pushes you both forward with warmth but no fluff. So thanks for showing up and thanks for showing through. This is Every Season lifecoaching.com.au and I'm Coach Chrissy. Fear is not my compass. That's not just a statement. That's a shift. This is huge for couples who seem to go round and round the roundabout without making progress. Same arguments, same concepts, same continuous trying to get ahead or trying to win the argument. Centered on all the things about your partner that aren't right, with your head too spun out to be able to see what is right. And we've all been there. There's no blame, there's no shame in this. This is just revelation. What we want to do is enable each partner to no longer react to what's going on, but to choose what's going on. Not react, but be proactive, making a choice, not coming in as a victim, but arriving as a victor and wanting to come up with solutions that bless both. Clarity, setting a new tone, inclusion, understanding, empathy, patience. These are all added to the bag with this willingness to see the other side, as it were, and then to want solutions that bless you both. This is going to instantly change how you show up with your partner, even at work, with yourself, okay? Because as we gain confidence in who we are and pursue the outcomes we desire, we become better equipped to listen more intently. We feel stronger about ourselves. We feel more solid in our own space. And we're not so pushy, I've got to be right to prove a point, but we're more, okay, I'm going to include these empathy and patience and understanding because I have confidence in who I am. I know my desired outcome. I'm not just arguing to win a battle. I'm actually wanting to bring something to the table that'll bless this union. So creating a desire to champion one another rather than pull them down or win an argument changes the dynamic in our communication. So a strong couple's goal is to celebrate life together, not just survive it. Challenges in our relationships are normal. There's emotional ups and downs. There's disconnect around our intimacy and how we want to display it. There's petty arguments. There's blame games. And what we want to do is acknowledge them and then use some strategies to become awake, aware, and intentional in how we deal with them. We see a bright future with our partner and we're prepared to acknowledge and do the work necessary. And honestly, amazingly, this often is not as difficult as we think it's going to be. But, there's always a but. There's some hard questions, and I'm encouraging you now to take a turn, to try this out. 1, get your journal, piece of paper if you're not a journaler, but I'm big on journaling. Sell them on my website every season, lifecoaching.com.au. Get a journal, get a pen, please, because I want you to jot these down. Even if you have to push pause on the video, that's fine. So long as we can gather these concepts and you're able to use them to empower yourself, right? So ask yourself 3 questions. They're deep. They're going to require some thinking. So you will need your journal and pen and paper. I'm not kidding you here. So pause this, get it all ready, because what I want you to do is do it for yourself first. Allow your partner to do it for themselves, and then come together and see what you've come up with. So it's private first, shared second. 3 questions. 1, how do we stay connected when we're wired so differently? How do we stay connected when we're wired so differently? 2, how do we grow without outgrowing our relationship? We want to grow together. And 3, what does it look like to build a life, not just patch one up? I'm going to read those 3 again. How do I stay connected when we're wired differently? How can I grow without outgrowing our relationship when we've chosen to commit to one another? And what does it look like to build a life, not just keep patching it up? These aren't surface questions. So you're not going to do surface work on these. You're not going to whip down three words and pretend you've challenged yourself on this. Because your momentum, your vision, your hunger to live fully, that's not just progress. That's the foundation. That a couple would come together with vision and hunger for life, to live fully, choosing to move forward, not waiting for permission, not arguing over everything, making some statements within ourselves to know who we are and why we're here, to commit to this relationship, and to choose to move forward. Not to win, but so it's a win-win. I've got 3 more challenging questions for you. Oh no, Coach Chrissy, how dare you say? Well, these 6 overall questions are going to transform your relationship. Worth having a go. Wouldn't you agree? So, 1, how do you keep expanding without shrinking yourself to maintain peace? I told you they were deep. How do you keep expanding without shrinking yourself just to hold the peace so that you can actually be civil for a day? How's that going to work? What are you going to do? What strategy have you got in place? Where are you still carrying emotional weight that isn't yours to hold? That's question 2. And this is a biggie, because what we do when we come into a relationship, we bring all our baggage with us. And so we're carrying this emotional weight. It's not doing us any favors. It's not doing our partner any favors. We keep getting triggered, and these are no longer ours to hold. What have you got going on? Search your heart, search your mind. Go back through the last few arguments. There's usually a common theme happening. And number 3, what does it mean to celebrate life with your partner? What does that mean for you? I'm going to say them again. How do you keep expanding without shrinking yourself to maintain peace? Where are you still carrying emotional weight that isn't yours to hold anymore? What does it mean to celebrate life with your partner? To be that together forever mindset, a win-win, a union, a body and soul in beauty. Now, as you discover your own thoughts on these questions, there's no right or wrong. You know who you are, and you want to explore that so you can choose, partner can choose, and you can hold space for each other to share. It's not about comparison. It's about compassion. for where your partner is. It's about commitment to where you're both going. There might be differences in what each one does, but together there's this union, this cord that can never be broken, this connection where there's compassion and commitment instead of butting heads. And I know this is serious work. I know it's hard. I know it's not easy, because we're laying a groundwork, a foundation for a beautiful, bold, aligned next chapter of your story together. We're committed to finishing strong together. We've been in a season of unrest, possibly. Let this be the season of beauty and growth and togetherness. This is the beginnings, the strong foundation for long-lasting success. Take your time with those 6 questions. Don't rush them. This is a lifetime we're working on. And don't forget to call on my assistance. For 130 Aussie dollars, we can enjoy a couples session where differences can be acknowledged without the blame and shame, and truths can be explored for your wonderful, satisfying, dynamic, and loving relationship. Coach Chrissy, Every Season Life Coaching. Call me. Let's do this. Bless you.